You've canceled plans before, and instead of guilt, you felt lighter, almost like your body relaxed before your mind could judge it. Then the thought showed up, why does this feel good? Shouldn't I want to go? There's nothing wrong with you. That feeling wasn't irresponsibility. It wasn't a personality flaw. It was your nervous system shifting out of strain. We've been taught that wanting time alone means something is broken. That if you prefer quiet over crowds, there must be a wound behind it. Some insecurity, some fear, some social deficit. And yes, sometimes avoidance hides in solitude. But sometimes, solitude is simply alignment. Some people think more clearly alone, feel more stable alone, return to others more grounded after being alone. Maybe the real issue isn't whether solitude is healthy. Maybe it's why we were told it couldn't be. Imagine someone, let's call her Aisha. She enjoys her friends. She laughs easily. She shows up when needed. But every time a group outing is planned, she feels tension building days before. Not panic, not dread exactly, just pressure. She goes anyway, because saying no feels like admitting she's less social than she should be. Afterward, she's drained in a way sleep doesn't solve. It's not physical tiredness, it's cognitive fatigue. For years she assumed she needed to grow into a more outgoing version of herself. It never crossed her mind that she might already be functioning exactly as designed. Some nervous systems process more information during social interaction, more emotional cues, more tone shifts, more subtle signals. That deeper processing isn't weakness, but it does require recovery time. If your brain is running more tabs at once, it will need longer to reset. So when someone needs space after being around people, it doesn't automatically mean they dislike those people. It may simply mean their system spent more energy. Humans absolutely need connection. Isolation we don't choose can hurt, but chosen time alone is different from being cut off. There's a difference between, I have no one, and, I need a moment. Unfortunately, we blur those together. We assume the person eating alone must feel lonely. We assume the one declining invitations must be struggling. Presence becomes proof of wellness. Absence becomes suspicion. And because of that, many people start performing a version of themselves that feels slightly off. They stay longer than they want. Talk when they're already depleted. Say yes when their body is quietly saying no. Over time, that mismatch creates a subtle exhaustion. They blame work. They blame stress. They rarely ask, what if I've just been overriding myself for years? Solitude, when chosen, offers something rare. Uninterrupted access to your own thoughts. When there's no room to impress, entertain, or respond, you hear what you actually think. Your preferences get clearer. Your emotions finish processing. Your values settle into place. Quiet isn't empty, it's spacious. There's also a caution here. Solitude can restore you, but it can also become a hiding place. Recharging feels strengthening. Hiding feels relieving at first, but dull afterward. If you spend time alone and come back feeling steadier, that's nourishment. If you come back feeling more disconnected, that's information too. The healthiest relationship with solitude isn't making it your identity. It's using it intentionally, going inward, resetting, then returning when you're ready, not when you're pressured. People who are comfortable alone often develop a strong internal reference point. They know what they think before the room influences them. They disagree calmly because they've already explored their own position in private. They connect deeply because they're not connecting from depletion.
In a world designed to keep you stimulated, distracted, and constantly engaged, choosing to sit quietly with yourself is almost rebellious. So if you felt relief when plans were canceled, if you've always felt slightly more yourself in quiet spaces than loud ones, that doesn't mean you're broken, and it doesn't automatically make you special either. It means your system has specific needs, and understanding those needs is maturity, not weakness. The real cost isn't preferring solitude. The real cost is apologizing for it so long that you forget how to use it. If this felt familiar, not just interesting, but personal, then you probably value depth over noise. And that's something worth understanding, not fixing.